What is up, y'all? Me, Tasha C. And you want to know how to make a podcast like me and get started in the radio world and say what speak whatever you want to talk about? Well, let me tell you about Anchor. Now, Anchor, y'all, let me tell you one great priceless thing. It's free. It's free to set up. They give you these free creation tools that you can even, record and edit from your computer or even from your mobile phone. It could be your own creating studio right from your mobile or Apple or Android. And also, let me tell you this, Anchor will also distribute a podcast for you. So you don't have to worry about, how to get it like places like Apple Podcasts and Spotify and so many more. And you can also make money for your podcast. And it's no minimum listenership. So you don't have to worry about making a certain quota in order to get monetization. And then it's everything you need a podcast in one phrase. You can add and edit and add music and everything, y'all. So if you want to know about more about this and you want to start with Anchor, let me just tell y'all again, it's free, y'all. Free, okay? Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. And like I said, y'all gonna love it. All right, y'all. Again, hugs and loves. Don't forget, download Anchor ASAP. All right. What is up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and welcome to another episode of my podcast, the Tasha C Show. Shout out to hugs and loves out to my podcast, my YouTube fam. Upon my YouTube fam, don't forget to, go on there, click on the button, whatever, you like hear my voice and commentary and all that stuff. And if you're part of my podcast and you were like, okay, who the hell is this? Go ahead, just listen. 9 times out of 10, you don't like what you hear. Okay, but anyway, y'all, this is just another random episode I'm having today. I'm trying to be more consistent again, y'all. It has been a minute, but has 2020, it has even been consistent of being a complete damn horror story throughout the whole entire damn year. Shoot, we got 4 more months left, okay? Yeah, about almost, not exactly 4 more months, but 3 more months and a half of this month, because I'm recording this. It's like 1:39 a.m. in the morning. On, if you want to be technical, so if you want to say Saturday night, or you want to say September the 13th, 2020. Okay. So, y'all, I just wanted to say not only just hi real quick and just say a couple of things, but first I wanted to talk about real quick. Congrats to Sat Scales, one of my YouTube cousins. She has reached it 1K, and she deserved that plus at least, about maybe 100,000 whatever subscribers at least. Well, a lot of us, that kind of like are underrated, YouTubers. But yes, congrats to her goal. She has made it to 1K and keep good striving on. If you love also reviews, commentary, shows like Foolish Friday, it talks about different stuff, entertainment and so forth. And if you like Love at the Locker reviews, 90 Day Fiance, for examples, are also some of the things she reviews. Also, okay, it's SAS is SAS, and space in between scales. And you just spell scales with an S plural. Like I said, check out her channel, YouTube. I think that's also her Instagram. Maybe I recently have found her on there as well. Also, EB Reviews, which is EBBIE, and just space and then reviews, just with a, it's plural reviews. Check her out as well. Let me get and spell that. Might be hard. Okay, we've got SAS and then space and then scales for her channel. Also, EB Reviews also does reviews. I found around the same time I found like El Ted, shout out to El Teddy, and Really Be TV's channel around the same time when last year, in 2019, when the premiere of David Makes Man's, the series, I don't know, a lot of these shows are going to come back due to the fact we're still dealing with like funky ass Rona, and her funkiness still causing problems. But anyway, she is at 900 subscribers, like early 900s, but also not only she does reviews on her channel, she also loves to do reviews on makeup, not just like with certain shows from everything, commentary, also some shows that premiere on YouTube web series as well. Like I said, I know she does like she also does like reviews and does makeup or Get Ready With Me and stuff. So if you like makeup, and she does every like I say, with other things with makeup and so forth, not also just with reviews, but chat here and there, whatever. don't listen to my Patreon. I also check Patreon. I'm thinking about doing that probably as well, but not right now because it'd be like Alyssa was just testing the practice. About probably do a Patreon. That would be like way, way, way down the line if I was to do a Patreon. I mean, thinking about even say doing Twitch, but Twitch, everybody that I've seen that I follow on there has crispiness and their appearance as far as they picture. So I don't want to sit here and even say be on Twitch and I'm sitting here with some raggedy ass video background. But like I said, if I really wanted to include Twitch as well, but it's also doing it where I at least have, I know somebody is going to be watching Twitch, because that's a whole different, social media. Even though I know some people are starting to use that, especially if they're gamers. And like I said, the other people, if y'all listen to, I'm saying watch, y'all just watching, a waveform, or if y'all watching an animated video of this podcast. Sorry about notifications. Oh, that's from Twitch where I got it right now. But anyways, so I also, like I said, subscribe to EB Reviews channel as well. And we'll go on from there. But anyway, like I said, grass to Miss Sass, on your channel. And like I said, EB also has good reviews as well. And like I said, she's not too far away from the goal. Now, let me just tell y'all this. Not only say people want to do that as a goal, but it is refreshing, say, if y'all ever are a YouTuber, for example, or maybe even a podcast, whatever, or maybe, say, another social media, what called influencer, and you have a certain, it's more to life, of course, than numbers. But as far as, for example, I don't know, because I have not got monetization from any social media prior to when I used to get it from YouTube. And, this is random as usual anyway, y'all. I know I was going to talk about something else. But one of the things I'm going to talk about is on YouTube anyway. So I'll get to that in a second. But, y'all, just to let y'all know, if y'all thinking, for example, I want to go to YouTube, do it because you want to do it. Do it because, you have a beloved or something. Because it is patience. The only reason at the time where I, after like months or 5 months, by the time started to get enough people, there was a different program at the time. It was in the one before even I came. Because when I originally got monetization on my YouTube channel, I started doing videos in the fall 2013. Okay, like September, bottom line beginning of September. I think the 21st, 23rd is my anniversary. And my first review was the first show that I did. I did like introduction videos. I did like one for Painted Game Review and like a high introduction video when I just had graduated with my bachelor's at the time. And I ended up getting by usually, I'll put review in the title with this what I used to do, y'all, because some people use as they do to make it create a thumbnail. And at the time, I did put review. Not like it's required for me to put for people to put it in there, but I still did put review at the end of the title, whatever I was reviewing. But I had try to find a thumbnail of whatever the show or movie that I was reviewing. 9 times 10 a show, and that's how I got a monetization. But I had went with a network, which a network, y'all, is also another contract. If you get approved for these networks like Full Screen or other ones, depending, they're supposed to help make your child, I would say child, I meant to say your channel, come to life with rotation, good great harvest, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm glad once they changed the rules, y'all, personally, they did. I think 1 or 2 years ago, if you don't have, and I think it's to stop bots and all this stuff, if you don't have 4,000 viewed hours, not minutes, hours, 4,000 hours viewed within the year, the time they changed it, in 12 months, consecutive months, or 1,000 subscribers at least, then your channel, if say you already have monetization, be demonetized. And say if you are demonetized or you're just starting, then once you get both, which is enough of the, what was it, I think it's 1,000, 4,000 hours, and reach the goal of that, then you have to apply again. I haven't got to that part yet at all, because I haven't made that many videos that I fit the hours. But like I said, I was glad, because there's some people who were under Full Screen when I found out about Full Screen. Is the only thing benefit is, okay, you always got to pay out regardless what the amount was. It wasn't like, which is under Google, y'all. I think the Google's AdSense, which I think you had to have your monitors YouTube. I'm just going to go back to that because my account did not get pushed just because of having full screen. And other, like, people that I've watched, I think from everybody from Messi Miles, to other people who have made it that they were on these networks, y'all. And even to say, like, okay, if you stay with a certain amount of time, you just give it. Some people, they had to let their channels die out, start over, whatever, because even when you meet the requirements, say, like, it's supposed to end in 2 years or 1 year, it still would be going, or they still talking about, oh, you still under us, and you gotta pay, it's a certain, amount to come out from you too, whatever, from them. So that's not including, I think Google still gets a percentage of that. I don't know as well, but what I'm saying is, it's like, it's not worth it unless you're a very big channel, and whenever they go on, y'all would not go to a network, period. If you get to the point, and if you want to stay with YouTube, if it's meant for you to get monetization, for example, on YouTube, I don't know how Twitch works any other place. Like I said, I'm just going where I'm talking about that. Just stick with YouTube. Once you, fill out and you're approved and you're able to go that way, y'all. And so, like I said, it might be patience, because like I said, I only had it for like a couple months, and the most, sometimes I only make $13 at the time. But what I've learned is, it's like, there was a lot going on where I was consistent with videos. But, like I said, I'm not rushing to get to this particular amount, whatever I do. I love making videos just because I want to make videos and content, period. But speaking of that, I wanted to talk about two more things. Another thing. I had to realize, y'all, if y'all remember the times where it was like, maybe about 6-something years ago, at least, where around the time, okay, the Ghetto View is still here. Random Addict, sometimes she comes there. Shout out to her cousin as well. But there's some people who left. Y'all remember You Crossing Freak? She been left, but she said she was going to leave in advance. I think she was like a realtor and all sorts of stuff. But I used to love her commentary, and she left. Like 2000, or no, rather, when the Preachers of LA show came out. I know she was kind of like going to leave, and she kept her word and did not come back since. Like, she left everything. And now one of the first people, my YouTube cousins, and the first person who, like, when I did my videos, like a welcome video, and kind of like pushed me, supported me in the beginning of my YouTube thing. Of course, I've watched like for the Scorpion Show with Kevin McHale and Forrest Rocks and Candy from Sweet Addictions. Well, I mean, her cousin, I think, Miss Skittles, I think was not there at the time. I think they have left, and that's a whole other story. Of course, I don't know about it, but I mean, that's their business. But I mean, they cool again. But Senior Edition, got a life like everybody else, and so sometimes she'll make a video, but you're better off like following her social media on Instagram instead of more so seeing her on YouTube now. And so you got Messi Miles. I was watching Forrest Ross, Ashley Miller, and I actually forgot to just do with him, because Mike B is not only like this, but he does good commentary on reviews, and his videos were interesting. And so, like, either it was the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019, because he did it before when, what's his name, got elected to the office and took like 2 weeks breaks and stuff. He had took a break off of YouTube. And so, I said social distance, I said social media, I meant to say. And then he just, had took a break, but he came back. And I noticed, like, I can understand, like, certain shows he used to review, it began to point how, like, reality shows are and stuff like that was understandable. He stopped doing that. So he started, like, I think only reviewing Game of Thrones and another show, Walking Dead, just really only reviewing scripted shows only. I know it was, like, I think American Gods and so forth. And so the beginning of, like, in 2018, or I could have sworn 2019, I know it's been at least almost, I have to really say, about a year, or, I know it's either been a year, or about to be a year, or been several months. But anyways, y'all, all of a sudden, because somebody had asked me around last Christmas or something like, what had happened to Mike, do you know what happened to Mike B? And even though the most I ever been like contact might be is like when we say hi and bye like through social media. I don't have his personal number, vice versa, here the other way. And so, but I was like, I don't know, but I know the Random TV Reviews, which is a lovely married couple of Lynette and Stanley. They had his number and they said he was just taking a break, which, sorry y'all getting the clock all included, which, it's, his business. And then what I thought, like, oh, okay, well, he probably need a break because, like I said, he took everything down again, his social media, YouTube, whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been kind of like I have to get used to the possibility he may not come back to to the social media world, YouTube, period. And because I was planning on y'all, I did this a long time ago, which I did some shout out videos 6 years ago. I tried to do them again about almost 2 years ago again, trying to make another show where it's dedicated to shout outs. But I originally wanted to give him them because, like I said, when he was one of those people who has, been a helpful soul. And the fact is that he got sick and tired, and I mean, that's his business. But I ain't gonna lie, I do miss him, making videos or being an encouraging person and so forth, and hearing some type of stories of him with his boy JD that he had a channel. He also had a podcast, Can Keep Him Moving podcast. And I think it was, I don't know if it was this year or the end of last year he made an episode, but like I said, he pretty much, I don't know if he's coming back. And maybe that's all I have is like meeting other people who remember might be on YouTube, may only have that. Or if you remember, his podcast. Novelty, I think her name was, that he used to do the thing was, but I don't know, like say he'll upload the episodes podcast to YouTube. I don't know, like say if it's anywhere like it's during podcasts on Spotify or anything like that. I can't be like, y'all, well, I can find them on Google and blah 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 and all this other stuff. No, I have to accept the reality that he may not be coming back. Well, anyway, like I say, Mike, but you truly be missed. I gotta use also to my nerdy pony, Courtney, my other YouTube cousin, because sometimes she's still on her Instagram, but she's been stopped making videos too. She was one of those few people who could make a video 6 minutes or less. And I think it's her Shanice J. She's been left, and God rest her soul. Miss House, she had passed away. She was one of those people, up and coming YouTubers who had passed away. That I could think of top of my head. Just thinking about certain YouTubers. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went on a rant with that, but yeah. So anyway, also what I want to talk about YouTube is these trolls. And y'all, I meant to do a video a couple months ago because some of them are doing new tactics. There's always some new tactics to the same shit. Okay. In this case, the comments, y'all. If y'all are a YouTuber, like I said, I'm sorry I keep bringing up YouTube only. Is this, but as far as right now. But once say I talk from a perspective I chose go to Twitch or maybe do a Patreon or whatever, or just stay where I'm at or whatever. But I'm telling y'all just a warning about this new ass stuff that they're doing. I've been noticing in the past like 5 to 6 months, maybe even longer. But yeah, it's been since the beginning of this year. Now with 2020 and the other stuff that's going, or what about now? There is this thing where there was people, and it's like, it seemed like it's a bunch of YouTube channels. It's one together, and then if you go and tap on the thing where it says channels, say if they have any other channels linked to them, it's a bunch of them tied together. They've been supposed around sometimes 5 to 6, whatever. So at first, the beginning of this year and last year, I would get like sometimes randomly 1 or 2 people, especially one, and they'd be like, "Oh, hi, I love your content," or something. Thanks, I say. Then it'd be a couple that say, "Oh, thanks, blah blah blah. You good content, good video, awesome." But it was just weird because not the fact to say that people don't like my videos. It was just weird on the thing what the person was and the content I was talking about. Well, this is when I started talking about Black Lives Matter in some cases and about African kings and queens. But it just seemed like the person would just say stuff to say it's a good video, not because they watched it, but because they're trying to get you to subscribe to stuff. And when I was doing this stuff originally, like thumb videos, there used to be people, it's always been one or two people, or sometimes more than that, if the so-called YouTube did not catch like certain comments come in, there'll be people who wouldn't even ask to be on the channel. There was some decks that used to use y'all, I don't know if they're gonna bring them back again, whatever, but they would just give a link to their damn videos. They wouldn't ask, they would try to tag, and they would just put, hyperlink to their, channel, whatever. And it was one person, hey, how you doing, blah, 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 whatever. And then they're not even paying attention. They're just trying to, they'll just, like I said, they'll just link their channel to your page. And I wouldn't want to vote on that. I mean, I don't mind saying, even if you ask, like, hey, can you look at my channel? But don't, like, just flood it and just advertise your channel without giving permission. Can you please look at it? No, these people would try to find ways, or they'll, before they got rid of this, y'all, at the beginning of YouTube, I think they got rid of it in 2014 to 15. They used to have a link. If you had the option that you had Facebook, you can share automatically and click to share on both Facebook and Twitter. Then, then it was Google Plus, which unfortunately has died, the beginning of this year or whatever, which nobody was using, but it was originally supposed to be Facebook competitor. I don't use Facebook no more, but I'm just saying this. That was supposed to be his competitor, okay? And they got rid of Google Plus because nobody was giving a damn about it. But, you had the option automatically get shared to you go Google Plus. Then they got rid of Facebook link, and then Twitter. Even though I hate that they got rid of the Twitter link, Google Plus, whatever. But the Twitter link share, it was easier to share. And you have to manually, if you want to share from anybody to Facebook, and they don't have an Instagram link, that's totally different. And pin interest, stuff like that, you have to manually share on every damn thing. Okay. Too much. But anyways, going back to these new troll hoes, whatever, and so they'll ask to be your friend and stuff on your channel eventually at a couple times. And I noticed it on several other people, and it, and I noticed it, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, most of the people I watch are black, okay? But now they're not the only people I watch, but the reason why I'm bringing this is I noticed that 9 times out of 10 where I'm seeing these accounts and they're the same ones, some of them be the exact same names, or I have looked on the pages and seen they were previously from other people's, they were under the list of other channels of this one particular troll hole account that was up there following me, and they will say again, oh, I like your content, oh, like this, or, I like your channel, you want to be friends. And I remember a bigger wig review, J.D. Witherspoon is a comedian, actor, cartoon stuff. I mean, he's way more, and I watch him on Twitch now sometimes too. Interesting channel. Of course, this is the last thing I want to bring up because, I mean, it's more than that, of course, but, God rest his soul, John Witherspoon, that's one of his, his sons. But what I was bringing up is even he had to post a thing about be careful, because if you agree to be these people's friends, they can hack into your page. Because he was warning people about this months ago. Like, hey, don't follow that, okay? And somebody explained, in the community section, like, don't be friends. Because when they started asking me to be my friends, I already blocked the channels under there. But when it's like, it kept on trying to come even a couple times. But it was like, I seen it. Because if y'all make YouTube videos, get the app YouTube Studio, YT or YouTube Studio as well, because it does easier to sometimes apply the comments, block people, stuff like that. You have to do a little block party and stuff, literally. But, yeah, so they will use, try to say nice channel and stuff, and they were doing predominantly to black channels, and it wouldn't matter how big or small they were. I don't know why they always pop up. Like eventually, to get people so they could be their friend. In other words, can I have access to your damn channel if you say be my friend? So it was, that had died down for a while. But yeah, it was like the trolls kept targeting mostly black YouTuber creators or melanin in the skin creators, okay? And a lot of people I haven't watched or known. I'm just like, oh, can you be a friend? I can help you. Or some of them either be your friend or they can help you. You deserve more YouTube. You deserve more YouTube followers and stuff, or it's just really just like I said, just some ways to try and manipulate. It's just like y'all. Do y'all ever get in y'all emails? Sometimes it comes from spam, sometimes it don't. But like sometimes a PayPal, but they say dear and dear. Don't even say your name or nothing, so you already know it's fake, or what they call phishing accounts. Where like it pretends to be. It almost looks similar to a real website, whatever, but it's there to get your information, and they'll have like a PDF file attachment trying to get your ass to be like, you know what, just follow this link. You're locked out your account. You lock off your Amazon, or try to send money in order to get money from Cash App for this content. Stuff like that, y'all. This even doing some sick stuff. So the newest troll thing, and why I'm bringing this up because I had gotten it the last time I created a video, which was last week / a podcast. The new thing is, it's like it looked like these girls. They probably are grown, but they looking like, Chris Hansen needs to make a return and pop up ass looking in your thumbnail. And it was one person, and I seen it, like I said, I'm starting to see this pop up a little bit on some of the people I watch on YouTube. And it's just like, hey, hi guys. And it's almost like they're doing some sex bot stuff, meaning, I'm probably using the wrong term, but these bots that are sitting here, if y'all went to some of these YouTubers, I'm like, follow and click on my link. Am I beautiful enough? And I'm sexy enough? Do you admire me? Are my boobs just voluptuous? Okay, maybe I'm so, but I mean, this is some of the stuff they said, not like I'm saying, like I'm trying to audition for a darn phone sex line. No. But it was some woman, you go to the site, same thing channel, and I was like, hey, how are you guys? Don't come on my site with that shit, unless I'm okay, that stuff, like, excuse me, can I promote that? And you go on these other channels, all these weird channels, but it's the same thing. It's just now, it's almost like, hey, they're not trying to use the sexiness, and it's like, no, first of all, there's a lot of things wrong, this and there, from everything, wrong gender, wrong, just wrong everything, okay, wrong. Second of all, like I said, I look like a grown woman in the thumbnail, but I'm not taking no chances, block, no. Okay, so, because even if that is a grown woman in the website, you're not about to use me to get people and send your ass money so you can whatever, just be on some BS, okay? I don't have nothing to do with that. But you're not about to sit here and, like, go to my, this random site just sending me some stuff like that. Like, take that damn spam off my damn page. Yeah, so I'm just be careful with those type of troll hoes, y'all, who sit there and they start to pop up with, like, almost like they're trying to solicit it, some virus or something in a sexy package or something, basically a virus with lingerie on, okay? That's pretty much what they're giving, alright? Now, I think I have rambled too much. But anyway, congrats to Naomi, and I don't know how to spell last name, always say whatever. She just won the U.S. Open. Oh, did y'all see like that with Serena Williams and her daughter, her husband, put the baby's mask down. She's like, mommy, Serena Williams, you could tell how just waving to her baby. They were just so adorable. But anyway, y'all, that's all I had to say, in my boring ass time. But yeah, like I said, y'all, as far as like doing YouTube, there's patience and all this other stuff. But also, if y'all can, in the future, make sure possibly, if you're having problems, try to make sure you have another outlet, to do the stuff. Like, for example, before I get off of here, if somebody watched, she used to go by Miss Sarkaz, and now it's Sarkaz. I hope I'm spelled SAR. K-A, I think ZZ. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. And she also does Wrist It All, which spelled with a wrist, flick of the wrist, WRIST, it all. So she's starting to create bracelets as well. And I remember her kind of like found around the same time with J Mar. He changed his name and everything. He been kind of left YouTube. It's like he did, what he, did as far as like inspirational stuff and so forth. So he still has a podcast and everything. But he changed his name and everything else. But what I want to bring up is, it's like with her, for example, she does reviews on different strains of Mary Jane, okay? And she also has her videos, I guess what people call WeedTube, to upload, certain content just in case it is demonetized. Even though I don't understand, y'all, like, why is weed, for example, in some cases still criminalized? It's like in criminalizations. Now, they legalize smoking still, even though they're trying to get rid of it or have so many rules for people to make it where people can't really smoke cigarettes. But they do have... Sorry, y'all, I don't know about this clock or how to stop or press this thing, so we're going to keep going. Now, what I meant to say is that how you just did decriminalization, it's like, okay, weed is used for a lot of medical reasons as well, too. I know the proper name should be marijuana. But I mean, y'all, there's some people who act like it's still criminalizations to it or whatever. Or it's like some street drug or something like that. But it's like, okay, some of the doctor's office pills, some people, okay, I'm getting off subject, but what I'm saying is, it's like, she does videos on different strands and stuff. Occasionally I do watch them sometimes. So she does upload her videos to YouTube. But when I looked in her description, she says something about WeedTube, and I think it's not, of course, not really popular, y'all. But say, for example, if you wanted to use content, there are channels, and they do make sure trying to make some nice, edible gummies, if y'all know what I mean, and everything to like weed burgers, your mouth saver, and everything else. There's channels dedicated to that. But to be on the safe side, y'all, make sure if y'all can, like, even put on WeedTube or Patreon. I heard, a lot of people are starting to use that as well as an alternative to use content, just in case there's things that are being restricted on YouTube, y'all. Like, just to have a backup, just in case. If you're able to even get your own website, put your content on as well. But, you have to be careful, like, what you do, because some things could be flagged or taken down, and, and it'd be like, what the hell did I do? Or false flags or whatever. You have to be very careful when putting content on it. Just like, for example, I think like the hardest thing I think to be on YouTube is, personally, me in most cases, is trying to talk about things or being like for copyright or being careful what you say about other folks. You need to be. You don't need to be sitting up there. You have to be careful because you don't want to come back to you. Or if you have clips of certain things, if you're reacting, that's a lot too. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry that I went ahead and ran my mouth here. If you're watching Power Book 2, excuse me, y'all, that means it's time for my ass to go to bed. But anyways, y'all, I think I'm going to get off here. I'll be glad when I start having more like entertaining podcasts, I guess. I'm here with, of course, babysitting a dog sitting my great furry nephew, Mr. Fluffy. You probably heard him bark a little bit. He heard some noise outside. So, might as well say so. I mean, he going back to sleep, but I mean, he, do his job. But anyway, y'all, hugs and loves, positive vibes, everybody, and I will see y'all in the next podcast. But anyway, hugs and loves to everybody. Hugs and loves also to just everyone. Also, peace, love, because she also her and Saskia's, and hugs and loves to Jewel as well. JS Reacts. Oh, I hope and JS Beauty. I wonder does she still have a number 3? She used to have a title, but also check out Jules' channel as well, channels as well as everything. She also does reactions as well, and beauty, reviews videos as well. But she has 2 different channels. So JS Reviews and also JS Beauty. I hope I'm saying her names of the podcast correctly. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully, like I said, I'll have more to talk about. And y'all, when I feel better, I will probably go back to doing our Kings and Queens Ignore, because there's so much information but it's been so draining. Not to say that I shouldn't bring up anything that is positive around this time, to be uplifted. But it's hard, like, for example, we just like chat with Bossman, for example. The creative, I think, what was it, Kool of the Gang, he passed away, Regular also passed away, and, it's just so much. And I'm just like, I don't know if I feel comfortable, but I'm not saying about not doing it again, but I don't know if I'm going to do any Our Kings and Queens Next Doors episodes, by the end of this year. Because it's just so draining. Because you turn around, you talk about all this great stuff, and then you're hearing a normalization at the beginning of hearing. And by the way, arrest those damn, even though women are happy, still put it, arrest them killers that pose in police uniforms that killed Breonna Taylor. What? And I can go on and on about other people. Just Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. Okay. But that's all I have to say. It's just been so draining about what is going on here in this world today. And so it's made it where, not to say I don't want to, like I said, bring anything positive. It's just so draining. You turn around and it's like all this stuff happening. If it's not deaths, people dying, going too soon. You got people who, like I said, it's like I said, it's a lot of things. So it's just like, okay, I just need a break by that. Hopefully we'll come up with another podcast sooner, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more entertaining. I might talk about a little more entertainment news the next time I'm on here, or just do another rant. But anyway, y'all, like I said, let me get out of here. Hugs and loves, and I hope y'all enjoy your Labor Day, your extended weekend, a long weekend, whatever. And also, God bless, never forget 9/11 that just recently had went past. And anyway, y'all, we'll just get through this and take care, y'all. Positive vibes, and I am out of here finally. I know I keep saying that, but I'm finally out of hugs and loves, and see y'all in the next one.